Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Destiny. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we're going to quickly cover some tips for the new players coming to Destiny 2 on the PC. I'm one of them too. The Church of Unlimited Frames is soon to open its doors and I can't wait. However, I've also been playing the console version for 7 weeks, so I have the jump on a lot of you if you've waited for the glory of this game on improved hardware. But don't worry, I'm going to share some quick tips to set you on the right path. What class to play? Right, so let's cover the most impactful decision you have to make right at the beginning of the game. What class should I play out of Hunter, Warlock and Titan? So without any fanboy service, the strongest class in the current patch is the Warlock. That has 2 very strong subclasses. The Striker Titan is also top tier, but all of the Hunters are just a little bit behind the rest. Hunters may look the coolest and are certainly usable, but the others have parts of their kit that are objectively better. The way the subclass system works, you start with one on each and then unlock the others as you progress up to level 20. The beginning Warlock subclass, the Dawnblade, is actually the weakest Warlock, but don't be put off. It won't be long until you get Voidwalker and Stormcaller, which are both exceptionally strong. For Titans, you'll start as a Sentinel, but Striker will follow soon after. It's worth the wait, trust me. If you do decide to pick Hunter because you like the mobility or simply how they look, you'll start as Arcstrider, which for PvE content is pretty usable. I will say this, picking Hunter is not necessarily a bad thing if you're going to be playing a lot more PvP than PvE. You'll get the Gunslinger subclass, which is pretty damn amazing because of its super, especially in the more try-hard PvP events like Trials of the Nine. That's not available immediately on release, but trust me, you won't be mad you picked Hunter in the Countdown game mode. Also, another reason to pick Hunter is the legendary sword you get after finishing the campaign. It's unique to Hunters and the only one of its kind in the game. There are other swords, of course, but none are carried by your character in such an anime way, so if your inner weeaboo is dying to come out, pick Hunter. Campaign exotics. Without spoiling anything, at 2 points in the campaign, a vendor will give you a free exotic item, 1 armor piece and 1 weapon. For the love of Ikora, don't pick the Graviton Lance Pulse Rifle. It's garbage. It looks amazing, it sounds amazing, but it is unmitigated trash. I did pick it, I instantly regretted it. When it comes time, grab the Sunshot hand cannon. It's one of the most fun guns in the game for PvE, and because the PC platform also makes hand cannons naturally better for PvP, it's also very usable there. There are a few armors I wouldn't grab either. If you're a hunter, avoid the Lucky Pants boots and the Mechanized trick sleeves. Grab the chest piece, the Radiant Flux instead. That makes Arcstrider supers way better. For the other classes, you're mostly okay. All the Warlock armor pieces are usable, and for the Titan there's only one you should really avoid, which is the Feedback Gauntlets. They sound epic, but they're actually deeply underwhelming. Public events. Public events. They seem innocuous, but believe me, they are absolutely central to progressing in Destiny 2. At certain points in the game, you'll be required to level up before moving on, and you'll need to take part in public events to do so. These are like miniature boss battles that spawn in on world maps, open to anyone within its proximity. There's a standard version of an event, and then there's the heroic version of an event that gives you more XP and better rewards, and you activate that by doing a specific thing in the battle. For the most part, what you need to know is this: there is never a time where playing public events is not relevant. Once you get to level 20, the game becomes about raising your power level. Public events are a great way of doing that as they're the quickest way to new gear. At first they'll be challenging, especially if they're in certain areas where the enemies are beyond your power level. Titan and Nessus are good places to grind once you unlock them, as they have the most numerous event spawns and are also some of the easiest, particularly on Titan. Powerful gear and milestones. Once you start playing Destiny 2, you'll get weekly milestones to complete for high level gear. These are basically specified tasks that cross multiple modes or quest lines, like the Call to Arms Crucible quest. These milestones only refresh once per week on a Tuesday, so you need to use them efficiently. This next tip will save you a lot of time. Try to avoid any activity that rewards you with powerful gear until your power level is at least 265. The reason being, powerful gear is the only gear that can drop above 265 apart from exotic drops, so it's best to raise your power level to that point before completing them. Getting to 265 is actually relatively easy through public event grinding, so do that before your milestones. Even blue rare gear won't cap out until 260. A lot of content will unlock after you finish the campaign, and you should find yourself at a power level of around 220 at that point. This is all a lot of info to take in at once, but remember this: vendor engrams on each planet are locked at the power level that you redeemed them at, so collecting tokens and using them below 265 is not recommended. Saving them and using them above 265 might seem boring, but it's the most efficient. If you can't be bothered with efficiency and you just want to have fun playing the game, then go ahead, but you will find it harder to power level for endgame content like the raid and prestige nightfalls. You can't go wrong if you remember this. Use public events to reach 265, everything will take care of itself after that. Blue scout rifles. You won't know this when starting to play Destiny 2, but blue or better scout rifles are essential to unlocking one of the best guns in the game. I won't spoil it, just save all your blue scouts. Energy or kinetic, it doesn't matter. You'll need at least 5 to complete a task later on. If you don't have them when it comes time to do that task, getting them to drop can take forever. If you have them saved from when you started playing, you'll have prevented yourself from potentially wasting a vast amount of time. You really will thank me later. And that's about it. I just wanted to compile a quick list of tips for you as you start your new adventure. Have fun, take in the glory of an uncapped frame rate, and I'll see you in the Crucible or at a public event. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss another video of ours again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in good company. And finally, please check out our Twitter. It's where you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time,